So hello everybody. Today we're taking a look at this PzKpfw 4 Aus J. Whether it was the F2 or a G, it really doesn't matter because there wasn't very much difference between the two. They just took the F2 and they renamed it as a G in 1943, I think. So here's our instruction sheet. Here on the front we have the parts map, and you can see from the beginning that there's a lot of parts we're not using. So this is a model made for different versions. So number one, we're building sprockets, idler arm, road wheels, and putting the support rollers on. We have the back and the front on. These end pieces here as well. Number three, we put the front plate on here. We're putting all those parts we built onto the bogies and put the sprocket hub, the sprocket on, idler wheel on, the idler wheel on, and this hook in the back. Number four, we're doing this detail on the back. Number five, we have a few more parts there. Number six, we're building the top of the hull. Have these windows to put in, armored windows, front plate. Number seven, we're building these. That's where the exhaust goes. It's the part where it sits. Looks like maybe a bustle rack as well. And this, the back plate here. So number eight, we're just doing a couple of parts for the turret ring and the hatches here in the front. Putting the fenders on. Number nine, we're doing detail on the top of the hull. We got the driver's sight and the machine gun hatches on the top. Engine hatches here with some handles. Number 10, we're building the track. Number 11, we're putting the top of the hull onto the bottom of the hull and hinges for the back. So number 11, we're putting the top of the hull onto the bottom of the hull. We're putting these hinges here as well. Number 12, build the exhaust and put it on. That's number 13. Number 12 is here, just these couple parts here. So number 15, we're putting some of the tools on here. We've got the bore brush, some clippers, a bunch of detail parts here in the front too. The rear lights, and these braces. Number 15, we have our spare track, our box here, no-tech light. Number 16, we build a jack and put it on. We have some more Pioneer tools here, some extra track pieces, and a light here, and a pry bar. Number 17, we have some more parts for the bore brush here, because they had to be pretty long. And this is this antenna channel. So number 18, we can finally start working on the turret. We have the top of the turret, putting this inside part on so the gun moves, the commander's cupola, the back door, the side door here. And these are so that things can move. Here's instructions to pre-assembly for the commander's cupola, pre-assembly for this pivot. Here we have a bustle rack to put on the back. Here we build the mantle, the gun tube, and put it on at the bottom of the turret, and these hatches that go on the side, and some railing. And put the turret on the tank. And here's some instructions. You have to cut these things off here. And here on the back we have our painting and marking guide. We have LAH Division, Paris, France, 1942. And 22nd Panzer Division, Russia, 1943. This is probably like a mixture. This would be a F2, this would be a G probably. There's also another sheet here with painting instructions from the 15th Panzer Division, Africa, and the 36th Panzer Regiment, 14th Panzer Division, 1942. And since I like to do camouflage, I'll probably be doing something like that. The rest are just plain. Well, this is camouflage pattern too. It has the yellow with the green. This is gray. This is yellow. And this is I would think this is yellow and probably. I wish they had the color names here. But you get the idea. So here's our decal sheet. You can't really tell from the video, but it is quite yellowed. But the red still looks good and the white still looks good. It's 25 years old. I don't know why the corner's cut out. I didn't do that. That's the way I got it. We have some numbers here, units, symbols, and stuff. So it's a pretty complete decal sheet. There's also it's also folded here. It was folded here, and I don't know why. I didn't do that either. But it shouldn't mess up the decals, I don't think. It'll turn out alright. So take a look at these parts now. Here we have sprue A. The parts aren't like together in any way. They're just kind of spread out. You can see here we have the fenders, the back plate. Here's the turret ring, the commander's cupola, the hatches, one of the engine hatches, and a bore brush and some of the pioneering tools. It's pretty much all mixed up. And you see on the fenders it has some really good detail. But on the other side, yeah, not good. It's not really seen that much though. The back plate looks good. This is not a new kit exactly, but it still looks, well, so far the parts look pretty good. So here we have sprue B. You see there's not any texture really to the top of the hull, but it does have some detail on it, a little bit, at least bolt heads and stuff. Also here's the parts for the front and the back. No texture there either. None of these parts are textured at all. They're all smooth. A lot of pin marks all over it on the back sides. Not all these parts are used though. So here we have tree C. Here we have some exhausts. Parts for the suspension, these caps. A lot of these parts aren't going to be used though, but like a lot of these, there's like a double for a lot of these Pioneer tools. Now I always keep them for other vehicles because sometimes you get ones that don't look good. These look okay. Still don't know what these things are for. I think they're for the track, but I don't know what they're called. Couldn't find it. The antenna thing. Parts look decent. So here we have sprue D. Only parts that are used here are these three here. The rest are not going to be used. So, I mean, not much to say about them. So here we have sprue E. There's a whole lot of parts here that are also not used. The ones that are used are here, these, D2, those two, the handles here, the bustle rack here, this whole piece here, and here, these two pieces here. The bustle rack looks pretty good, the top of it there. A lot of them are just little detail parts here, like the ones here in the corner. The handles. Those two pieces there. So here we have sprues E, there's 4 of them, and F, there's 2 of them. They're so attached to it like this. You can see what it is. It's all of our road wheels, our support rollers, sprockets, sprocket hub, the idler arms, the bogies. Sprue F is the idler arms and sprocket parts. The road wheels look pretty good, I think. Sprockets too. Sometimes you have on sprockets where on the insides you don't, the details like not good at all. I think the bogies look good too. So here we have our sprue G 3 times. This is all of our track pieces. Let's get the 2 of them away so we can see one better. So there's pin marks all over it. There's flash on them too. I think, well, all the pin marks are on the bottom side where it's going to go against the road wheels and sprockets and everything, so not going to really see it so much. And they're not really, they don't stick up or anything. They're pretty light actually. But there's some flash on it too. And the part that really counts looks pretty good. So here we have sprue H. It's only the bottom of the hull. There's not a lot of detail here on the sides. Most of it's going to come when you put the parts on. But the bottom looks decent. So here we have sprue J. See our gun tube. Another sprocket part. And some small detailed pieces. You see there's 2 of them. So here we have sprues L and M together. Very few parts here are going to be used. I think these 2, and that. So here, it's 5 parts going to be used in all of this. You can see there's some nice detail there. And some nice bolt heads on those. Nothing much to say about this plate here. It's pretty plain. Also attached to sprue E and F is sprue Q here on the end. There's 3 together. I didn't even see that at first. And that's where our support rollers are. And these are the pieces for the bogies. So here's also sprue O. This is our turret. I guess specially made for this is why it has numbering that's a little bit off from the rest. I think the turret looks pretty good, but none of it has any texture to it. Not all these parts are used either. All this here on the bottom is not used. Just here. And these 2. So also with this model kit, we have a small photo etch sprue. Really small. Just has some hinges and stuff on it. So about this model kit, I think it'll turn out to look pretty decent. It's definitely missing texture on the outside, but it looks like it has enough detail there. It'll turn out pretty good. It will definitely not get an A. I expected a little bit more from Dragon. It's nice that they added some photo etch in it, but it's also nice that they put a couple extra versions in there. But I did expect a little bit more from Dragon. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And please join me next time. We're going to take a look at this Black Pearl from Zvezda. This is a 172 scale, and it's a pretty big ship. It's almost, I would say it's as big as the Missouri I have, probably. It's a lot far as long, but it's a lot taller. So until then, bye.